What's up, guys? Today, Sunday, new day at the shop. First one here. I have no idea what I'm doing today. I kind of do. I have some type of video or idea of what I'm going to do today. I'm actually going to strip down this whole rear end, take out the 5-leg swap, the axles, the diff, and just go from there. I don't need like half of this stuff. Like I don't need the upper control arm. I don't need this arm in the back, which I think this is a tow arm too. And I don't think I need the lower control arm either, because all of this stuff is going to be replaced with angle stuff or drifting parts so that the car will handle the best on the track. So that's a little something that I'm going to do today. I'm actually not going to install the 5-leg swap until I buy brakes for the car, because one of our friends, Chris, he has a 300ZX and he actually bought a big brake kit for his car. So I'm going to buy his brakes from him. They are 4 piston in the front and 2 piston in the back, I believe, instead of having 2 piston in the front and 1 piston in the back. So that's going to be cool to have. I can't wait to get those. They look like these ones right here. So it's going to be a big 4 piston in the front on the 180. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to get them powder coated to maybe red or black or even blue. I haven't really decided on what color I'm going to do yet. But whatever color I do, like accents like that, is what the engine bay color is going to be. So I have to put a little bit of time and effort and thought into that, because I don't want it to just be like, yeah, I threw this color on there because it was what we had around. So let's go ahead and pull some of these cars out. I'm just going to pull this GTR out, and I'm going to work on this. And then I'm just going to see what else I can do on the 180. I have to kind of wait a little bit because I need to get the intercooler piping for the 180 so that I can put in this intercooler right here. And I have to finish painting it because the bottom is all unpainted. And then I don't know if the top is going to show, but it rained yesterday and a couple raindrops got on top of it. So if they don't come out, then I'm going to wash it down, wet sand it a little bit on the top up here, and then just paint it again. But this thing came out good for basically just 1 coat or like 2 coats, so it's not bad. But let's go ahead and get started with the day. So guys, a little change of plans. I am not going to take apart the diff right away. I'm actually with Roberto and we're on our way to the paint shop to go get this car that we're driving appraised. It's a gray GTR. And I need to get a little like quote thingy on getting the wing that I got fixed up, like getting the Bondo put over the old holes and just getting the paint touched up on it.
Did you bring the wing?
Yes.
In the trunk?
Yes.
Oh, and also, like, we're not getting this appraised paint that needs paint. I have a customer interested in the car, but would like it painted white. So I'm just gonna, give him a full price.
Got that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to the powder coater, and I'm going to get a little quote on getting brake calipers painted, because I'm buying them from our friend Chris. They are off a 300ZX, so I want to get those painted too. So
yeah, if you powder coat them, you have to rebuild them.
Yeah, that's fine. How much is the rebuild kit?
Front and rear is like $100.
Okay. So we're on our way to go do all that kind of stuff. So let's go do that. So guys, today it's Monday. I am putting the motor back in the Red Z. It's in. I just have to put the motor mount nuts on it, and this thing will be in. Then we have to run all the lines and the harness and all that kind of fun stuff. But like I said last night, and stuff like that. I had already started this video, so I might use that intro. I don't know yet. But today this is a project, getting this whole thing in, putting the clutch on, the flywheel, and then getting the transmission back on that's over here. Right there. This thing actually went in a lot easier than I thought. It was easy because I took off the intercooler piping that went down into the front. After you take that off, it kind of just like slides into place. You just got to watch out in the back, like Roberto was saying, for the brake lines and some of the stuff on the firewall. But it's good to see this thing back in here. Hopefully we have it driving later on, like maybe tomorrow afternoon. But this thing's gonna come together really quick, and I can't wait for that, so we can at least move it around without having to push it, because I hate pushing cars. But let's get these motor mount nuts on, put the clutch and the flywheel and all that good stuff on, and just keep moving forward from there. Okay guys, so today's going really good. I got a lot of it done so far. We got the motor in, the Red Z. I got the flywheel on. I got the clutch, the pressure plate. I re-greased the throwout bearing and the shaft that it runs on, so it goes nice and smooth on there. So that's good. Now I just got to get this transmission back onto there and put the new Z1 drive shaft that's over there into there, and this thing is almost ready to rock and roll again. It's about to pour outside, but we're just gonna keep working on this thing for today. Hopefully the transmission goes in as smooth as the motor did, and just keep moving on today. I was planning on going to get my bed today, but I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, I guess I'll wait for another day. So let's continue on this. So guys, I got the engine in, the transmission in, the drive shaft on, the clutch, the flywheel, the pressure plate. Basically the whole drivetrain is back in this car. I like this Z1 single, what the hell is this thing? One piece drive shaft instead of having the two piece. It actually looks a lot better. Gets rid of the stupid U-joint that's right here that breaks all the time. But it came out nice. I put the master thing. Damn it,
Steering rack?
No, this.
Oh, slave cylinder?
Yeah, okay, it was actually that. The slave cylinder back in, and I plugged the wires in up there for the transmission. I just got to get the bracket for the transmission shifter so that I can put that back on. Probably should have done that when it was out, but didn't. Got to put it in now. But we're gonna lower it down, work a little bit in the engine bay now, and just wait for Bert to get back.
Bert.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bert. I like that.
So let's go ahead and back up top. Okay guys, so I'm back here at the shop after a very long break. I went home, made myself some food, watched this awesome movie. It's called Cloud Atlas. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really sick. But right now, I am going to dismantle this because I didn't do it yesterday. And I don't actually think these coilovers are bad. I just think they're like really like dirty and not like cleaned up right. So one, I'm going to take these coilovers off, and I'm going to see if I can salvage them. I'm going to take off all of the 5-lug swap and all this stuff, take out the axles, the diff, and that's basically it. Everything else to me is like kind of garbage because I don't really want any of this stuff. But if you guys want it, definitely hit me up. It's a lot of good parts here, like if you bent your subframe or something like that, or some control arm bushings, or not bushing, control arms, or like toe arms or stuff like that. Definitely hit me up because I got all this stuff. But let's go ahead and take apart this and take off these coilovers. Let's get at it. Guys, so the diff is out, the axles are out, the coilovers are right there, the front knuckles are over there. The last thing I have to do is take out these rear knuckles with all the 5-leg swap on it and the brake calipers and pads and all that stuff. But I cleaned up the diff and the axles and I put them in my little spot up on top up there. It's all the way in the back in the corner. So I got that stuff. Over here is the front subframe right there. If anybody has a 240 and their subframe's tweaked or whatever, or they just want a spare one, hit me up. I have that. I don't need it. And then this rear subframe, I don't think I'm going to keep it, but I may. I think I'm just going to put it next door or just somewhere around here that I can put it. But I'm going to take off these rear knuckles, get this stuff situated, put away into a good spot, and then I'll work on cleaning up these coilovers and trying to fix them so that I can run these on my car. Because I'd like to run these ones instead of those ones, because these ones have more adjustment on the top and the front for camber and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and try to get these things off. These things are like on there. The nuts on the bottom are just like welded because they're so rusted on there. But we're gonna try to get these off, and then we're gonna go from there. I might go home, I might not, but everything is off the rear subframe. Both the hubs are off. Both axles are out. The diff is out. Obviously the coils and stuff are right here, but the hubs are right here. The brakes, calipers, everything's right there. The other ones are on the shelf. I'm gonna go put these ones on the shelf right there, over there. But I think this is about it for this video though, guys. It's kind of short and sweet. Not really sweet, but short and like to my points. But this stuff I'm going to clean up tomorrow. Stop making some noise over there.
You know what? You and your videos, man. Like you're making a video, and all of a sudden the whole fucking world has to stop. You know what I mean? Because nothing's good enough for you while you're making a video.
Is for tomorrow to finish this up. Everything's off the diff though, and everything is on shelves over there. Scooter's right here. We're gonna do some fun things with this thing this week. Definitely stay tuned for that. And intercooler will be going in soon. I just have to order the intercooler piping, but I think I'm gonna test these coilovers before I put the intercooler in anyways, because really I just want this thing like super slammed and be really sick. But then I'm gonna get the brakes from Chris. I keep saying all this stuff, but I just need to like buy it all. But the brakes are still on Chris's car, so I can't really like get those yet. So, but that's about it, guys. If you guys liked the video, definitely subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, do all the yada yada stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.